Alright guys, welcome back to the Snooker 19 World Career Mode, and we are playing as John Higgins at his time for the European Masters Qualifiers. Normally in European Qualifiers, when Scotland's representing, you expect to get tanked off a shit team like Pakistan. John Higgins today is playing some shite guy. I've not got a clue what country he's from, but hopefully our fate's going to be a little bit different from the national team, and we can actually beat this guy in the best of 7 frames match and get into the European Masters. So we'll just have a quick look here at our schedule, how the seasons went so far. We failed to qualify for the Riga Masters, unfortunately. Qualified for the Yushan Opens, and then we got knocked out in the second round by Ali Carter. We could have had him. We were 4-1 down. I feel like I keep telling this story every time, but it's true. We were 4-1 down. We got it back to 4-4. Then we lost to the deciding frame. It was very disappointing, but I'm hoping next time we come against Ali Carter, we'll not make that same mistake again. And then we qualified for the Indian Open by getting past the first qualifier in that. So the Indian Open will be coming up later in the season, but right now it's all about the European Master qualifiers. Then we've got the Evergrande China Championship qualifiers, and then it's the Paul Hunter Classic, which I believe is a ranking event. We do not need to qualify for that. We should automatically be in it, so that'll take a bit of pressure off us, but really there should be no pressure against the players, the likes of these guys that you're coming up against in the in these qualifiers. Look at this, Hamad Mia, 166, 116th ranked. He's probably held more suicide bombs than he has snooker queues, so I mean, this really, it should be an easy enough match. So let's get stuck in and hopefully we'll take this by 4 frames to 0. That's going to be the goal. And maybe, just maybe, we can finally get the what do you call it? The century break that we're looking for, because we want a century break. We're due a century break, and maybe tonight we'll finally get a century break. So that's going to be the aim, that's going to be the goal. Let's see if we can do it.
Masters. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Hamad Mia to break.
Shaking hands with the guy, personally I'd rather not, but you've got no choice. Like, the game doesn't really allow you to just ignore him. Or we could maybe shove the key up his ass, but nah, we've got to, unfortunately. We need to be respectful. Alright, so it is Hamad to break, and it's a decent break, but we can see a red here, but there's no real potting angle on it. There's no potting angle on anything, so you know what, I'd like to go into the pack, but we can't. So we've got to play for the only red that we can see, unfortunately, and that is this one, so let's go for it. We will try and get the white back up the table, so the red cannons into the black, stops it from going over near the pocket. And that is not bad, a little bit harder. It would have been perfect, it would have been in behind the green, but we'll settle for that. That's not a bad shot, we'll take that. And we'll
Tricky safety coming up.
See how we're going for here. So we didn't quite get the snooker on that red. He's actually went for the pot, I don't believe it, he's actually got that in. Hamad has managed to sneak it in.
Tricky shot here.
John Higgins looks pale as a fucking ghost. I don't know why though, he's got nothing to worry about. This guy ain't going to beat us. But he's missed the brown, and we don't really have anything to do, so we're just going to have to drop into this pack.
He doesn't want to play this with too much pace, or he could leave his opponent on.
I tell you what, Jesus Christ, what are we doing here? That has to be one of the worst shots we've hit.
There's always the risk of a foul there.
That was awful. It really was bad.
Hamad Mia 4.
Right, could there be a freeway plant on there? I mean, you know what, I think we're going to play this up the table, up the bulk area, try and get the safety, but if the plank goes in, the plank goes in, almost, it was unlucky. We cannoned off the yellow, which is a bit unfortunate. And it's left Hamad another opportunity here, so there you go, he's missed it. And now we're in, and hopefully we can start building here. It's not the easiest red into the middle, but you would expect us to get this.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket.
Should drop. Yeah, it does.
No
so now we've got
there.
a blue, there's a red below that bunch that we can drop on. And we'll probably do that now. And then we've got an easy black that's sitting over the pocket, so think we may as well go into the pack here, because I think as long as we don't play this too hard, we're bound to be on that black. So, to me, this is a good time to go into these reds. And we're going to do it. No, I'm not going to play it hard, just enough to like disturb them a wee bit. Hopefully open something up. I don't think it has. There might be a ball or two going into the middle, but getting on them is going to be difficult. So you can see that one would, I don't even know if it does go, this one would go. What about that red over there? Does that pass the pink? It does actually, so we have managed to open up a red I didn't think would be on it. But we need to get the cue ball right here. If we get the cue ball in a good place, then we can get onto that red. If not, then we are in trouble. So let's try and get that here. Put the black in. I think that's good. I think that's
14.
I'm not going to say perfect, but I don't think we could have got much better. Could we have? No, we couldn't have. So there you go. We are on it, but we're going to, again, going to have to screw back for the black here. And now we're going to have to open up the pack, because so we're just not got these reds
50.
in a good position. Unless that one at the bottom, does that pot? There's no real angle on it. We're going to have to go into them. And this is going to need to be a good shot. I'm just going to have to try and hit that gently. Move that one out the way, and we'll see if we can get on it. That'll do. I mean, the option is for the
22.
pot is still there. It's a little bit closer to the ball than I would have liked. But, I mean, we should be able to get this, hopefully. And can we just drop on the black? That will be the... That's good, actually. We flick on the black. We may have to take the pink now, because I believe the black is kind of unavailable for us. So that wasn't perfect. I was looking for a slight touch on the black, but I don't think we hit it with enough contact. So we're going to have to go for the pink here. We have that red up the table, but there is a red there just below the pack that we could also try and maybe.
He'll want this to
I don't know.
drop into the
I think
centre
if we could try and get
pocket.
this pink and then go into the pack.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Oh no, we're too. Look at that. That's unlucky.
29.
And that's going to be in the break unless this red here cuts in. It does. Well, I mean, it might. It might go into the top there, and that's probably the only shot we've got on. It's going to. And then if we just play this very gently, we could try and get him behind the black. So I think this is it, guys. This is going to be the shot. And it's nowhere near, and we did get contact with the black. The black gets pushed towards the pocket, but I'm happy enough with that.
He went for the snooker, and it hasn't really worked out.
Up towards the top left, or maybe not.
John Higgins, 29.
Maybe Hamad sees something that we didn't,
No problem
and he
there.
does. He pots that red, so Hamad have a decent chance in this frame. But then he's missed. He's missed that. That's shocking for Hamad there, and that's why that guy's a qualifier, and that's why he's got no chance of beating us really. So. We'll slot this in, and we should be able to get on the black without much hassle. Can we come round the colours? We do. Again, we're still going to need a few more reds out of that wee cluster there, so. This frame, not one yet. And that's a bit under hit, so. Bit of a difficult shot here coming up. This should have been a lot easier.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
We've missed. Yeah, that's my bad, man. We've left nothing on.
John Higgins.
That's the only consolation, but horrible shot there before. Didn't leave us in a good position at all, and then the shot itself for the pot was pretty bad. So, not happy with how that went there. Trying to get in behind the yellow. If that red stops rolling, it's a great shot. The red rolls a little bit more, it's still going to be a good shot. So yeah, that red there just
this is a half chance.
Rolls into the view of Hamad, and he can see it. He's actually went for the pot, but he's nowhere near like that. Didn't even get near the jaws.
And he's missed that.
And he's left us a shot up the table.
This really is tricky.
Can we take it? We've just tried to drop it in. It's going to hit the near cushion first, I think it is, but because there wasn't a lot of power on it, it managed to go in anyway, so
he'll be happy with
good
that.
shot there. Now we have a
One.
chance at this pink, and we can maybe drop on one of these reds, so here we go.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner.
Pink's going to go, but so's the white. The white's
That's a
going to
loose
go
shot.
as well.
7.
Jesus, right. Oh my god, so I don't know what we're going to do here. I'm going to have to just play this gently. It's a shot to nothing. Could try and come up with... Or do we got the... I don't know what we do. Can I try and play this as a pot and also play it as a safety? Right, we're going to try it. I mean, it's probably not going to work, but let's go for it. I don't know what happened there. That's not what I intended. Jesus, man, that was pretty poor.
I'm not sure what happened there, but it's a poor result.
Good job, this guy's rubbish and
John
he's got no
Higgins,
threat to us,
7.
because if
1.
we had not, if we were playing against someone decent, then we could have been in trouble
Ahmed
here.
Mia,
Look at that, he's missed
1.
an easy pink. He should just concede this match. The guy's got absolutely no chance. And this is on the hardest difficulty, but you know, like I said, this guy is one of the worst
That's a
players in the
great
world,
split.
and
He'll
he
be
is
unlucky
playing
if
it. He's
he's not
proving it.
anything here.
We flick on the black there, what we intended, and
1.
it's left that pretty good. So I believe 2 reds, 2 blacks should be enough then to secure this frame. But oh my god, what are we doing?
That's a bad miss.
Gee,
John
this is not a
Higgins,
convincing
1.
performance from us. I mean, I know scoreline wise it looks like we're dominating this frame, but against a better player we would have been in trouble, and that's the bottom line.
Playing this with plenty of power.
Brilliant,
Oh,
brilliant
what a pot.
pot.
Just
What
look
a
at that
pot.
for a positional shot. Superb.
I think we
1.
just came too hard for the black, and we can see it but we can't pot it. Brown, take this brown. So we're going to take the brown
Well,
here.
it goes. Half a chance.
Oh, lovely pot again, and we're going to drop in behind one of these reds, I think, and we're going to have to play it
5.
up the table. Again, we just don't have any threat of Hamad coming back and beating us, so
This is tough.
it's as if you can afford to take these risky shots and miss them, because
He's missed it.
shouldn't be missing them by that much, mind you, but you get the point.
John Higgins, 5.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
Here we go, get this red in, the black's sitting there, it will be over.
Brilliant.
Red goes in,
What a pot.
just pot this black, and he
Superb
should
cue ball
concede.
control there. Ideal position.
1. Eight.
Just the red required.
Oh, it's another good pot, man. We're beginning to string a few balls together here now, but
9.
the black... No, I'm going to try and double this black, because he's not going to play on it anyway, so... If it's end of frame, it's end of frame. Again, we're nowhere near. We flick on the yellow, gets it a bit closer, but... Very poor, but it doesn't matter, because we take the first frame in this
John Higgins,
European
no.
Masters qualifier.
Frame conceded. Frame.
Oh wait, we don't.
John
He's going to
Higgins.
play on.
That is the frame.
Oh no, he's conceded.
Well,
Thank God.
he's established a
Probably
one-frame
fucked up
lead
there
here.
by-
Some pretty impressive
You know, not
snooker in that last
taking an
frame.
easier colour there and getting further in front, but thankfully he did concede in the end, and that looks like a decent. Well, that's a perfect break in real life. That is, you know, that's as good as you can get
Tough shot
unless you
coming
get a
up.
snooker. But in this game, it doesn't seem to matter
So
whether you get
close,
the
but he's
cue
missed
ball
it.
up against the cushion.
That'll
Although he
annoy him.
has missed that, but I got a feeling if you're playing online, the person you're playing against probably would have potted that, which kind of sucks because they don't seem to be penalised for you getting a tight cue ball against the cushion, but man, it is what it is. There's no there could be a bit of a plant there, but we can't even get through to the ball, so again, we're just going to have to play it up the table, and we will see.
He doesn't want to overhit this.
So let's go play this white up maybe in behind the green. The line was decent, but it's not quite there, so there is a ball or two available. Well, one ball. Will he get it? One ball, Hamad goes for the pocket. That looks in.
Not this time.
No, again, it's pretty. It's not even close, really, is it? And now we have another good chance. And look at the way these reds are. We could really put together a good break here.
1.
There's a bit of a cluster, but we could go into them. You never know. I don't think we should do it yet. Or do we do it? Should we get it over and done with now? I think we might, actually. We might.
I think he's playing this with a lot
Here we
of
go,
power.
this is it. This has to be perfect. It has to be perfect.
Not a great split.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
8.
Take it. Originally, when we went into the pack there, I thought, my God, I don't believe this. I don't believe this. This what's happened to us. It didn't look like a good break, but I'll change my mind. I think that's actually not too bad. I'm not happy with how
9.
I've left that white ball right up against the cushion here, but if we just drop this in, I guess we'll be on that all reds, so not a massive problem.
16.
And now we're on the black, so we're putting together a decent break here.
17.
Is there a chance of a half century? I'm thinking so. The way these balls are spread, I'd be disappointed if I don't get it. But you never know, guys. There might even be the possibility of a century, but it's early days yet. Let's not get carried away. The 147's still on, but I mean we're miles away from even
24.
Even getting anywhere near that. Alright, so let's just try and drop on this black. I would have liked to have been a bit closer,
25.
but it's not the end of the world. We can do something with this. Right, let me see. That's
32.
okay. A bit further up and we were screwed, but I believe we'll just be able to get this one in. And then if we want on the black, we are going to have to come all the way down for it, so it's... Okay, let me see. Can we get the backspin? No, we can't, so we're going to have to... Hey guys, let me see here. This is a difficult pot. Not only, I need to make... Oh, we need to... I don't know, man. This is going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. I want to try and get on the black. I want to keep this attempt at 147 going. So in goes the red. In goes the red, and I don't think... Nah, it's over.
33.
Right, well, we can continue the break without much problem. We can definitely get on to a green here, then get on a red, but... We had 4 blacks, 4 reds. Kind of wanted to, keep the dream going, but... Ah well, another day. We live to fight. Let's just keep this break going though, because so far it's been good. I'm liking what we're seeing here. And I want to continue
36.
it, so... Let's just keep potting reds. Obviously, centuries and stuff like that, man, they're just added bonuses. The main thing is winning the frame, winning the match.
This should be pretty straightforward.
Probably rolled a little bit too far there for the black,
37.
but it's not too bad. I think we should be alright. Do we go into these or what? If I hit that, I think we should have a few choices here. I've not hit it perfect, and we've got one into the middle if the ball stops
44.
rolling. We've got two into the middle, so not the end of the world, but it's not what I intended.
No real problem here.
$45.
And now the black. So, I mean, so far so good. We're on a break of 45. This will get us the half century. And then we can look about making the full century. But I think if we try and just get this into the middle here, we should be able to get in that red to the middle. In goes the black. Then I've just noticed that brown.
52.
I'm an idiot. I've just noticed that. We might be able to take the other one in, but I don't think this one goes, does it? That's very tight. The other one is... Oh, it's a much more trickier pot, though. Oh, but does this one go? Does this one go? I mean, if you play it really gently, it might. It might. We're just going to try and roll this in. I can't believe what I've done. I wasn't even fucking looking. Played that shot like an absolute numpty. Right, here we go. Ah, damn it. Fucking idiot. Idiot. So there goes the chance of the
Well,
century
that's not
break
worked out
gone.
quite as he intended it to.
John Higgins.
It gives
52.
Hamad a chance
One.
to come back in this frame, so we'll see what he can do. I'm not expecting him to do much, if we're being honest. But I'm really disappointed there, because we had a good opportunity. The century was looking good, and now we're going to have to wait
Hamid Mia.
to get our first
6.
century of this career mode. And he's played a poor shot there with that miss.
He's taking it on.
And we should be able to, if we can get this, I think we'll get on the black.
Outstanding pot. That's right out of the
Yeah, I
top
think we should be
drawer.
on the black, because that red bounces
Position
up.
looks
Yeah,
very
that's fine.
good here. He's
Good,
played that
so this
very
black,
well.
and then I don't think we'll need many more
1.
reds, if I'm being honest. Probably a couple, 2 at the most. There you go, nice wee pot there. We're going to the middle now.
8.
Don't tell me we've underhit that. Do not tell. We have. That's a problem.
miss.
I've had a few. There's been a few shots I've underhit
John
badly.
Higgins.
And we
8.
need to stop doing that, because like I said, against better
1.
players, we will be punished big time.
8. Hamid Mia. 8.
So Hamid Mir misses again. And hopefully this is when
He's
we put
taking
the
on the
nail in
long
his
red to the
coffin.
corner.
This is when we refocus passport. The red's
Great
in.
shot.
Happy days.
1.
Drop this pink in, and then we'll just try and sit for one of those reds. It'll probably need to be the top red, so unless we play for that red there, I think we will. I
He
think we're going to
just
play
needs
for the
this
red that's on
pink.
the bottom cushion.
Well, an excellent pot.
Well,
And that
we might actually
effectively
be able to
shuts
play for
out
that
his
red.
opponent in this frame.
I did have well overhit that, so
I can't see any problems here.
you know what? We might actually get 2 half-century breaks in this match. Although I'm making a bit of a
8.
mess of it. Probably take this blue then into the bottom left. Wait, that's not going, is it? I don't think so. We'll try it. I think it might. It might go. It might go because we've hit it softly. No, it
John
hasn't.
Higgins,
Alright, okay.
8. Frame conceded.
But I think he's going to concede the frame. He's
John
11
Higgins.
points behind.
And that is the frame. Well
He has
played.
conceded the frame, so we're 2-0 up in the first to 4. Halfway
Well,
there, guys.
this lead is starting to grow now.
Thank you. The third frame. Hamid Mia to break.
It's Hamad to break in the third frame. And again, we've got another chance. I wouldn't always go for these pots, but it's because we're against absolute garbage players. You know, I don't really feel.
It's half a
Don't
chance,
really
but
fear
a
missing
chance
because
nonetheless.
you just don't expect them to do much damage if they do get in. So We've went for the pot, we've made it,
He's lost
but you can
position
see
here.
there's absolutely nothing on
One.
here, so it's going to be a safety ball going up the table.
Pace is key.
We'll try and
he
get him behind
certainly
the green.
doesn't want to overhit this.
Or maybe the brown. Or maybe nothing, so a bit overhit there.
John Higgins, 1.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
He's had another chance and he's missed it right, so... Let's see what we can do now. What damage can we put in on this break?
One.
He's taking this on. He's played that very well.
A nice
with the
pot.
wrist.
We need a... Oh, flick is not what we needed. We needed to avoid that red
6.
there, and we haven't. So unless this goes into the middle, which it might, then we might have a wee chance here.
He doesn't want to play this with too much pace.
Ah, okay, bad shot. But we can only blame ourselves, man. Put ourselves in a very poor position now.
John Higgins, 6.
And it was always going to be a difficult pot, and we did not get it. Free ball plant. I mean, this guy can't even pot a simple ball now, so I don't know why he's going for the free ball plant. Answer on a fucking postcard, man. And we just need to try and get this white round the table.
This isn't easy.
Bit too hard there. We've overhit that shot, but we're okay.
Missed pot.
We're okay because our opponent has never played a game of snooker in his life. And he's missed again, Jesus. I didn't know the lower ranked players were actually this bad. I mean, this is fucking awful. Right, and that goes. We're on the blue, but we'd like to get the black back on its spot, so we might take a difficult black. Well, not a difficult black, but it's more difficult than the blue. But we're going to go for it because we're mental, and it's in. And if that doesn't roll up,
8.
we are beat. Does that pass? If it doesn't pass, oh my god! Right. Well, we've got this red here again. It's not ideal, but you'd expect us to get it, I guess. If I click,
looks
if
relatively easy.
if I hit this red here, I should get a pot in the blue. That's what I'm aiming for. Yeah, so played that well.
9.
Played that very well. We managed to pot the red and get position on this blue. And it's only colour we could have realistically got on from there. It's not an easy pot, but if we get
Tricky
this,
pot,
then it
no
could
doubt.
be end of frame.
What a wonderful pot.
Blue goes, and
He'll
I
be
would
very
say that's
happy
end of
with the
frame.
position here.
Depending on where this white ends up.
14.
Now, we're going to have to pull off another difficult shot, so snooker gods are just not being too kind.
Not
at
an
the
easy
moment.
one,
Just
but
get
a
this
half
in,
chance.
and then it should be easy enough from here. The red's going to drop.
Excellent pot.
Now it's a
Superb.
pink,
He'll be happy with that.
and then I
Top
think
shot.
if this pink goes in and we manage to
50.
be on one of the reds, then we should be good. Yeah, that should be us, man. This frame's over. I don't expect me to
21.
miss. I may actually drop this red in, even though we're not. Or do I try and get behind it first? No, I think we should try and get behind it. I just don't. I don't know. If we get rid of that, though, it opens up the pot for a colour, but I just don't know. I don't know if I mean, it looks like a very easy cut, but I hate these kind of shots. I really do. And we need to get up for the blue here, so you know what? We'll take it on. Only because I think it's so easy, you can't really miss it. We got it, but like I said, we're not perfect. It's going to be a long blue.
22.
I'll be feeling blue if we don't get this. But I think we should. I think we'll be alright. I think we can manage to knock this one in. And then can we fall blank for one of these? I believe we can. Okay, right.
This requires good
Okay,
cueing.
get the blue in. Blue goes. It needs to stop. It needs to slow up, and it hasn't. Okay, so again, we're in a bit of trouble here.
27.
And this could actually be end of break. I mean, that might cut in. Well, I say it might cut in. It will cut in, but it's just not an easy shot. It's as simple as that, guys. Right, we'll go for it. We've missed
That's
it.
just
Oh no, we haven't. We've got it. Right, very
Couldn't
surprised.
have played that any
Didn't hit
better.
that cleanly. I did not expect that to go in.
28.
Thankfully, it did. But we're left with difficult shot after difficult shot here. Alright, we'll see if we can... Here we go, this is going to have to be pretty perfect or else...
That's a
bang in the middle,
wonderful
that is
pot.
brilliant. And we're going to get that red into the middle,
33.
so pot this, we'll be on the pink. And yeah, like I said, the frame is beginning to look like it's over. And we went too far for the pink.
34.
I don't believe it. Don't believe that. Right, back up the table we go. I'm going to have to take a green
It's half a
perhaps.
chance, but a chance nonetheless.
But even then... Okay, we'll try and get this green, but we're not guaranteed to be on any sort of red unless we
Careless.
clash into these. Are we going to be kind to her? I mean, look at that. We've got the
37.
worst luck when it comes to going into the pack. There's just no fucking... There's nothing on here for us.
Pace is absolutely
Right, we'll
critical
try and get
here.
behind the yellow, but... That's a poor safety shot for myself, but I don't think Hamad's going to do much with it,
John
so I think we're
Higgins,
okay.
37.
But that's disappointing. Right, he's left us another red open. Again, we're going to go for it because we just don't fear this guy. I know
This
it
is
might
really
sound
tricky.
disrespectful, but if we miss, we miss. We
What a
just
great
know that
shot
he's
that
going to
is.
miss in like a couple of pots
What about
times. So
that for a positional shot?
there's no real
Perfect.
reason to fear this guy, and we're not
One.
fearing him. And we could be about to
This
steal
is
the
a
frame away.
challenging
Well, not
shot
steal it,
along the
it's
cushion.
dominated the frame, but
Not the
another
best
poor
positional
It's
shot.
another poor shot. Right, we've got
8.
this red into the middle, but I'm going to take it on.
He looks like he's trying to get
difficult,
the
guys,
cue
it is
ball tight
difficult.
on the cushion here.
It's in though. It's in. Solid shot. Those shots you have to hit.
Magnificent pot.
You have to drop them in.
And
If you
the
hit them
cue
with
ball was
pace,
finished very
they just
nicely.
they don't go. It's as simple as that.
9.
And that's why we're dropping them in with pace and we're making
Not
them
an
work.
easy one, but a half
Come off
chance.
the bottom cushion, come back up for that red. Didn't hit that great. The pink has went though,
No problems with the rest there.
but not enough
Well
pace
played.
on the cue ball, so
15.
it could be into break. Although, have we got a big enough lead that
Just
he
the
won't
red
come back?
needed
Will he
here.
not play on? We hit that well enough, but it's not going to reach. So there you go. It's another shot that's with under hit. That's 3 shots in this
And
match
he's
that
missed it.
we would have put it with just
John
a
Higgins,
bit more pace on.
15.
So
1.
we need to work on that. Because like I said, against a top ranked player, they will
8.
not let us away with it. They'll punish us. They'll punish us badly.
Hamid Mia.
They'll take out
8.
their big cue and they'll ram it up our ass. That's what they'll do. Here we go. Come on.
This is the key shot. If this goes in, you fancy him for the frame.
Ah, brilliant.
Nicely done.
That should be it. No real way for his opponent to win the frame now.
1.
Not the ideal result, but it could have been worse.
Really? I don't think we're on that red.
8.
We've got the one up to the top, but I mean, you really don't want to be playing that, do you? We've just no luck. What's the point? Right, we're going to have to play this. He needs snookers anyway, so I'm hoping that he'll concede the frame. Just try and drop this in. That's all you can do. I don't think it's going to go.
Great technique.
Oh, it did go.
Superb
Surprised
viewing.
with that. Didn't expect that one to
And
go
that
in.
means no way back in this frame for his opponent.
9.
And we didn't get anywhere near the reds. It was a bit unfortunate, but like I said, this frame's
14.
over. So we can just kind of afford to hit off this, and we'll see where the red white goes. So double kick. And Hamad will concede the frame. We'll take a 3-0
John
lead.
Higgins.
And it
14.
looks like we're going to qualify,
Frame
guys,
conceded.
for the
Frame, John
European
Higgins.
Masters.
And now the
65
frame
points
is
with
his.
43 remaining. Guy had no
Thank you,
chance
the
of
fourth
coming
frame.
back. So this is it.
John Higgins to break.
Hopefully the last frame of the match. We're off to break. And
Foul.
off. That's a
Amir
rookie mistake,
foul.
man.
Well, he's playing
And
on here.
off from the break off, man. Not good. Shouldn't be making that sort of
1.
error. And Hamad is in with the opening pot, but he's not on a colour. He's went for the
Amir,
yellow, and
1.
he has missed it, and he has left us. And well, maybe not. It might be. It's a slight. Oh, it's a thin cut. I don't think we're getting that.
He'll be aware how important pace is for this shot.
I'm going to have to put a bit of pace. I'm going to put a bit of side on the ball, and we'll see. Oh no, it was so close. Almost there, but not quite. The ball stays out. And Hamad will be licking his lips.
Yeah, he's
Like
failed to
he
get
can
the
taste
snooker
that big
here.
juicy kebab because he knows he's got a chance of winning this fourth
1.
frame. But will he take it? Will he get the job done?
8. 9. 16.
He took his
Hamid
time
Mia,
there for that shot, and
16.
then probably should have took a bit more because he went and missed it. And that could be his last effort in this match.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
And
What
goes
a
the
top
red,
pot
and if we
that
can
was.
pot, if we can get this blue,
1.
then we're looking
He's
good.
going for it. Close.
Oh
but
no,
not
we've
quite.
missed it. So a few errors creep into our game here. Thankfully, like I said, this guy is no real threat.
John
but
Higgins 1.
against someone who was a bit better, even
Well, he's
that
aiming to
Sunny
get
guy
the
that
cue
we
ball
played that was
safe here.
57 ranked, he might have cost us. He might have put us in a bit of trouble, but unfortunately, we're against this guy, and this guy is. I mean, he
taking this
offers
red
no
on.
trouble whatsoever.
Well, that's just outstanding. Superb pot.
White needs
1.
to pull up for it was in the cue ball pocket, and now it's just a matter of time. Let's see if we can get a decent break together. Come on, guys, let's do this. Can we get our first century? Let's finish
Just
this
wants to
match
sink
off in
this
style.
into the left corner pocket. That's an excellent pot.
3.
Tell you what, don't see much.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here. Oh, wonderful
Oh,
shot.
nice pot. We're going to be lucky. It's opened up the black a wee bit for us, so
4.
we've also got the pink. I think the black's probably going to get us better positioning on a red. So I mean, it should be the black.
Pace is critical here.
And it does go. And we've got perfect positioning on that red with that little contact, so this is looking good here to get onto the black and to hopefully start putting together a nice break.
$12.
I think we're going to try and open up this wee cluster. We have, and we're okay. I thought when I initially went in there, I thought, no, don't tell me we're going to be on nothing. But then I seen these two into the middle, and then I realised that we're okay. I'd like to get the pink back on its spot just for safety, just in case we are not available on the black. But for now, the black's there. The black's doing its job. The black is giving us 7 points every time. So at the moment, I'm content to go for the black, but it would be nice to get a bit of safety. To get a bit of insurance.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
$27. $28.
This should be straightforward enough.
$35.
We're playing really well at the moment. I'm happy with this
36.
frame. Start the match, I wasn't too happy, but I think we're putting in a professional performance here. We'll go with that. Only thing is, this black's a bit tricky to get on. For us to get on a bit of a, I don't know, for us to get on a colour, I think we need to try and well, here we'll see if we flick onto that, we should be okay.
Well, not the shot he was aiming for there.
I mean, could we have landed any worse?
43.
Probably not. And we've
Touching
got
ball.
absolutely nothing. We've got nothing here. And that's end of break.
Safety
And,
here, I think.
Mohammed's going to have another chance here, so just put the white into the bulk area. Just about made it. Very short on pace, no
Foul.
legs.
John Higgins, 43.
Need to get that ball a new
4.
pair of trainers because it wasn't running very fast there.
If he underhits this, it could end badly.
Nowhere near.
That was a really tough shot, and it hasn't worked out all that well.
1. 8. 9.
So Mohammed then putting together a break of 9 at the moment. You'd expect him to get this easy pink.
15.
There's another easy red here, so I expect him to get another red, another pink. To be honest, the reds are looking pretty good for him. I guess the one nearest to the right
16.
is a little bit of an issue, but Mohammed could be looking good. Oh, he's missed that easy pink, and that will probably
16.
do it. That'll probably be his last shot of this match. And he really can't afford to miss chances like that. Like, we almost missed that red there, but hopefully, well, not hopefully, it did go in, thankfully. It did manage to drop, and now we should be able to go on our way here and finish this. I think we came a bit too far up for this red, but I mean, it will be fine.
7.
The pot's there. Or do we go for the double?
Pace is
think
the
we go
key
for the
with
double.
this shot.
Ah, we've missed it by quite a bit, but we're going to get behind the black. Lucky as fuck. Maybe not. So
John
we haven't got
Higgins,
the snooker.
7.
And this frame's still wide open. It's been the closest frame in the match by far. But he's left us
Very
an odd
tricky
chance,
shot
and
coming
it
up.
might be frame over.
Wow. What
Goes
a
in.
great pot that was.
I think we're going to be good on the black here to
Yes,
get
he'll be
back up
very
for that
pleased with that
yellow.
shot. What can he do
Oh,
here?
we're not actually.
1.
Could have been a little bit better on this black. It's a tricky black. I think the pink might be the easier shot. And just try
This
and
is
drop
tough.
on the yellow. Pink's gone.
Great shot.
And with that,
Well,
so
he couldn't
is
have played that any
Mohammed's
better.
chances. I'll be
Superb
surprised if we miss this.
7.
We're 17 in front. We only need yellow and green. Obviously, probably will play on unless we get, the brown
This
as
is a
well.
great opportunity.
But unfortunately for him, the only ball that could probably save him at the moment is the blue. Although we've not hit the
9.
best positional shot for the green here. Still expect us to pot this.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Well, no, we've hit that as a bad shot.
He'll be looking to
And
tighten up his
as soon as I
game
say
here.
that, Hamid's back in.
John Higgins, 9.
That's terrible from us. We have to do better. We have to do better than that.
3.
So here we go. What can Hamid do? He's got awful positioning on the brown to try and get that blue
7.
out. And he's obviously going to play a safety here. Unless he goes for a double. He's played a safety.
Hamid Mia,
He's-
7.
I mean, it's not bad, but I can clip this in. It's just a matter of whether I'll get it or not. I'm going to play it with a lot of power. That
He
way,
needs some luck
if I
here.
miss, we'll try and get the cue ball back down the table.
Brilliant. What a
The
magnificent
white ball
pot.
goes in. Where's the cue ball going?
And that should be it.
Gonna bounce that
Half
off.
the
It's
point
gonna
of no
leave
return in this
us
match.
falling for a tricky pink into the
5.
middle or top. So he is what? He is... He only needs one snooker still, so even if we miss this, he probably will come back.
Tricky shot here.
But unfortunately for him, I don't think we're going to miss this. Oh well, we are. So here he comes, Hamid, back at the table.
John Higgins, 5.
Still in these European qualifiers, only needs a snooker. One snooker will do it. It's going to try and leave us somewhere near the pocket. Because he needs to keep it on the table, so I'm not too bothered where the pink goes. And we've not hit that well at all. Where's the cue ball going? Where's the cue ball going? Jesus, we're lucky there. That was a poor shot for me.
He's playing the safety
Misjudged
here.
that big time. Looks like he went for the double there. Crazy bastard. Right.
He won't want to underhit this.
Here we go. Just... If it doesn't go in, we just need to leave it over the pocket. That looked good,
Not
but
ended
again,
well.
we've just
Tough
underhit it,
shot,
so we'll
but
never
not
know.
what he was hoping for.
Magnus, he's trying to get round behind that black, but he's not done it, and this could
He's
do
taking
it.
it on.
This could do it.
Oh,
And
what
that's
a
it,
shot
guys.
that
Match
is.
over. Hamad is beat. And I think to finish it off,
6.
we'll go for a John Higgins double. Watch this. Nah, missed that by a bit. But it doesn't matter because we've secured the frame. We've secured the match by 4
6.
frames to 0.
Frame and
And
match.
we have
John
qualified
Higgins.
for
And
the
he's through.
European Masters Championship. So happy with that. Look at that 4-0 win. Highest breaky 52. Total match points was 271. So we dominated that. Outscored Hamid Maya there by quite a bit. And probably shouldn't even be on the same fucking playing field as him. It was that easy. And we've qualified for the European Masters, sponsored by Lamel, and that starts on the 7th of October. Up next on this schedule, what is it? What have we got next? So that's two tournaments we've qualified for: the Indian Open and the European Masters. Up next, we've got the Evergrande Chinese Championship. And I don't even know if we want to go to that, to be honest. We've already qualified for 2 qualifiers. Like I said, John Higgins wouldn't play all of these tournaments. I think we might sit that one out. I think we might sit it out. Do we really want to go to China? It's a long flight, guys. China is a long flight. Do I really want to sit on the plane for 14 hours to go and play in some shitey Chinese qualifier? Plus, Mark Allen said the place smells like shit, so I think we'll skip. I think we'll skip the Chinese Championship. It depends. It doesn't tell you what the prize money is. If I knew what the prize money was, I'd be a bit more tempted to go for it if they're going to like offer something decent for the winner. But until I know that, I'm reluctant to enter. I really am. You know what, guys? We're already in the Indian Open qualifier. The Indian Open Championship. We're already in the European Masters. I think we're going to sit that one out. Yeah, we're going to sit that out. I'm just going to skip it. Yeah, so there you go. We've skipped that. And Mark Selby, it says he was the champion, but it wasn't really. It was just the qualifier, so there's nothing really happening from that. Tournament high break. Luca Brazil 199. Your position did not qualify. Your career earnings still at 1400 world ranking, so we're still okay. We're still fine. And the next event is the Paul Hunter Classic, which we should be in, man. We don't need to qualify for this. Surely we'll be in that, and we are in that. And in the first round, we are against Adam Stefanov. Sounds like a Hungarian name. He's 123 ranked, so he's not a good player. Prize money £600 for winning it is not a lot, guys. It's not a lot at all. So have a look at where we are in the ranks. Still a little bit ahead. Mark Allen's jumped up a wee bit, so we need to be careful. We're in danger of dropping down these ranks. But up next, like I said, we will be in the Paul Hunter the Classic Championship, and that's what we'll be playing next time out, guys. So thanks for watching, and until next time, I probably would play this first round match, but there's like absolutely nobody on Twitch. There's nobody watching the snooker at the moment, so I just don't really want to play the snooker if there's nobody on. You know, I probably picked the worst time to come on and stream, because it's like 4 o'clock and nobody wants to watch snooker. The only thing they want to do is watch their head smash into their pillow and fall asleep. So that might be what I go and do, because I just don't see much value in playing this when there's nobody to watch. I'll have another check, like, see if there's any followers online, like, but just not seeing it at the moment. Wonder how far we can go in this Paul Hunter Classic Championship as well. Well, according to Twitch, there's like 5 people watching this stream, but I don't see anyone in the chat. I don't see anyone online. I don't see shit, guys. I don't see shit. My eyesight's worse than that guy we beat in the last game, Mohamed Maya. That guy was terrible. He couldn't pot a ball to save his life. Yeah, so that's it. I think we'll just play this next time out. Like I said, we'll be taking on 123 ranked Adam Stefano. Should be able to beat him, should be able to get into the second round, and then hopefully the competition will get a little bit stiffer and we can test our hand against some of the better players on the tour. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.